Hello and welcome to the Derry Church kitchen. Today we're going to make potato leek soup. We're going to use 6 cups of potatoes, a cup of heavy cream, 4 leeks, a cup of, I just told you that, and then we're going to use 64 ounces of vegetable broth, and 2 tablespoons of butter. The butter's already melted in the pan, as you can see, and we're going to put our leeks in there. We're going to saute these leeks until they're soft, but you don't want them brown. Okay, and it will take a couple minutes to do this. Okay, now that the leeks are sauteed and they have gone down quite a bit with the butter, the next thing we're going to do is put in 7 cups of vegetable broth. Use 2 hands on this. And we're going to put the potatoes in also, and let the potatoes, there's 6 cups of potatoes chopped, and what we're going to do is cook the potatoes in this broth until they're soft, falling apart. Every time I peel potatoes, I have to think of my grandfather. He was a farmer in Palmyra, and he had pigs, and we were, I don't know why, but I was helping my grandmother peel potatoes, and my grandfather told me this story about a farmer was in love with 2 women, and he couldn't decide which lady he wanted to marry. So he gave them some potatoes to peel. And the one lady was very particular and just took very thin slices of the skin, and the other lady, she just whacked at the potato and she didn't care how she cut it. So then afterwards, after the potatoes were peeled, my grandfather said, "Now, what lady do you think he married?" And I said, "Well, the neat one." And he said, "Oh no, he chose the woman who wasn't very neat because he knew that his hogs would be fed well." So it's such a stupid story, but I remember it every time I had to peel potatoes. I think of my grandfather. So that's kind of kooky. Okay, we're going to let that simmer until the potatoes start falling apart. It'll take about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay? Okay, now that we've had the soup boiling for about 30 minutes, I'm going to turn it down, and we put 1 cup of heavy cream in there. Stir that around. Now what you do next is we're going to cream it, and you can use I'm going to use my Mercer blender because it's just fun to use, and this will mix everything up and make it nice and creamy. Now if you do not have one of these tools, you can do this with a blender and just put small amounts of soup in a blender, and then when it's blended, put it in another container and just keep doing that until everything's blended. I'm going to change hands here. And it's getting real smooth.
It even chops up those leeks. That's amazing.
Yeah, really. Now the leeks we were only to use the white and the light green. So it's not that tough, dark green. When you serve this, you can serve it with to make it look nice, you can put a little fresh parsley on in the middle of your bowl. But this is a nice meatless soup for those winter cold days that we've had. But I think that looks lovely. So remember, Jesus and germs are everywhere, so wash your hands and say your prayers.